Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the TMP group. Today is May 5th, 2022. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Not so happy Cinco de Mayo for the stock market today, as we saw one of the most brutal beatdowns that we have seen since the pandemic, since March 2020. In fact, the S&P dropped 3.56%, 153 points. The Dow dropped 3.12%, 1,063 points. This is all coming off of a strong relief rally from yesterday after the Fed chair meeting. And the NASDAQ, what I want to talk about today real quick is the NASDAQ had its worst drop since March 2020. So actually March 20th, 2020 in overall number of points. It dropped down 647 points for a total of 5.06%. So doesn't matter what sector you're in, all 11 sectors of the S&P down today. Everything down, blood red, blood red. So where do we go from here? What should we do? Of course, these are only the opinions of myself and the collective opinions of the TMP group. What are we doing with our portfolios? Not financial advice. Don't buy, sell, hold, trade anything based on what we tell you to do. We just want to bring you some information, let you do your own homework. But we will tell you what we're doing. We put our money where our mouth is, and you can follow along. If you like what you hear today, leave us a big thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you want to hear more about the group, what we're doing, which positions that we are buying, which ones we hold, which ones we're adding on to, and what trades we're making, hit the subscribe all, and you'll get our videos. Speaking of trades, we are in only one trade right now. That is 20 call options on Nvidia, July 15, 210 calls, and they got smashed today. They're down about 500 apiece. Yesterday they were up, and today they're down. So we're still looking for a 212 price target buyer before the end of June, hoping that we hit that before May 25th. So if you like to trade Nvidia or you're an investor in Nvidia, we may end up buying more. I say we're heavily positioned. 20 call options currently is our position right now. I personally am looking to add on a few more with Nvidia dropping down to 189 again today. And I do believe that it'll have a nice run up before earnings. I think that we are out of, or we're going to come out of this bear market very quickly. And when we do, history tells us that things tend to rise. And I do want to go over some history, and that is history on what we consider, or what I consider to be 8 of the best growth stocks to own and hold, to use as a retirement fund. I call them money trees. I call them the Great 8. And the Great 8 are as follows: Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Google, Nvidia, Tesla, Berkshire B, and I think I named them all. So I want to go over each and every single one of them. I want to take a look back in time and kind of just give a calendar on how they reacted to the severe drop that we had in March 20th, 2020, where they have come from, where they are now, and where we think they're going. So in order to do that, we got to take a look at when the pandemic really started to affect the market. I'm going to use Valentine's Day of 2020 as a reference point. That's February 14th, 2020, and go from there. So let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft on February 14th, 2020 was trading at $185. Over the course of roughly a month, a little over a month and a week maybe, it dropped down to $137. So from 185 to 137, that's a 26% drop. Then let's look at March to June in 2020. It sharply rose from 137 up to 195. And then in September of 2020, it hit 200. Today, market closed on the 5th of May, 2020. It's trading at $278. So it's up roughly 50% from its original February 14, meaning if you bought it February 14th, 2020 for $185, it's now worth $278. So you are nicely up. Now, this is also down from its high, well, not its high, but basically where it traded January 1st, 2022. So let's look at January 1st, 2022. Microsoft traded at 336. It's now down to 278. That is an 18% drop. We have a price target of Microsoft at $417 over the next 12 months. That is a 1.5 basically percent, or I'm sorry, it's a 150% from where it's at right now, if we can bring it up to 417, or if Microsoft can get to 417. Okay, let's look at the next one. Next one is Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. On February 14th, 2020, Apple traded at $81. March 20th, 2020, it dropped all the way to $57. That's a 30% drop. Then in June of the same year, it went to 87. September of the same year, it went to 106. So it doubled in roughly 6 months. Looking at Apple right now, it closed today at $157. That's up 93% from its February 14, 2020 number. And it has dropped down 12% since January, where it was trading this year, where it's trading at 177. We have a price target set on Apple, 12-month price target of $303. We're looking for 193% return, basically a 93% return from here to go up to $303. Okay, moving on. Facebook on Valentine's Day 2020, Facebook traded for $214. So on 2/14/2020, it traded at $214. March 20th, it dropped down to $149. That's a 31% drop. Then it quickly shot right back up to $238 in June of 20. And in September 18th of 2020, it hit $252. Where's it trading right now? Closed the market today at $209. So it's actually down 3% from its February 14th, 2020 number. Now, if we look at January 1st this year, Facebook was trading at $336. We know Facebook got beat up severely, and it is down 40%. We have a price target on Facebook to hit $286 in the next 12 months, $286, giving us a 37% return from where it is right here, right now. So we're looking for an upside of 30%, 37%. Nvidia, right in the middle of the pack of the grade 8. Again, my belief, probably, if not the best stock to own. If I had to choose one of the best should be at the top, but these are in no particular order. On February 14th, 2020, you could have bought a share of Nvidia for $72. Then you watched Nvidia drop. March 20th, we saw it drop from 72 to 51. We dropped 30%. Immediately, by June, it was back up to $92. September of 2020, it hit 121. It closed today at what I would consider a dismal, very low price, 189. So, looking back at the 72 dollar price target or price tag it had February 14th, it's up 260%. And on January 1st this year, 2022, it was trading at 294. So it's had a 36% drop. My price target on Nvidia remains between 450 and 500. I'm looking for about a 2.5% return or 150% return from here. So let's see what we can do with Nvidia. I'm strongly convicted in Nvidia. I think Nvidia is going to have a great earnings. I think we're going to see it run up into earnings, and then we'll readjust our options that we have there. All right, next on the grade 8 is none other than Berkshire Hathaway. We do invest in the Berkshire B shares. Those are shares that we added onto this week. We'll continue to add on to Berkshire. Berkshire, February 14th. This one's a little bit tricky. Remember this number. It traded at $226 on the 14th of February, 2020. Then it dropped to $170 March 20th during the pandemic. 27% drop. Slowly climbed out of it. In June, it was $179. By September 18th, 2020, it had hit $218. And today, it closed at $318. So we're 40% up from its $226. Now, on January 1st this year, Berkshire Hathaway B shares traded at $299. So they're actually up. So if you've been dollar cost averaging into Berkshire B, you're up right now. our price target for Berkshire in the next 12 months is I can see Berkshire giving us about 80%. And I think that we can get back up to get up into the 440 levels for Berkshire. Amazon and Google, I'm going to do those two kind of together because the numbers are very similar, and you'll see what I mean. February 14th, 2020, Amazon was trading at $2,134. And then it dropped in March to $1,846. Google was trading at $1,520 on the 14th of February 2020, and it dropped to $1,072. Now, in June of 2020, Amazon went up to $26.75, Google up to $14.30, so definitely nice runs for both of them. By September, Amazon was at $29.54 and Google at $14.59. Today, ironically, 5th of May 2022, both Amazon and Google closed at the exact same price of $2,334. Amazon is up about 9% off of its February 14th number, 2020, and Google is up 55%, but they're both trading at $23.34. So I just found that interesting. If you look at January 1st, 2022, it looks like Amazon was trading at $3,334, so it's down exactly $1,000. Google was trading at $28.93, and it's at $23.34 now, so it's down about $550. I am going to stick with our price target of $3,500 for both of these, giving us an upside of about 35% on both sides, Amazon and Google, and that's our price target. Okay, last but not least on the list for the grade 8 is Tesla. We know that Elon Musk just spent a ton of money to acquire Twitter. He also said that he is going to take some time and be the CEO of Twitter, probably take it private and then bring it public again in a couple of years, 2 to 3 years. So we know that Tesla is taking a hit along with the broader market, but it's taking probably an extra 2-3% hit based on the dilution that of time that Elon Musk will have with Tesla. Tesla on February 14th, 2020, Tesla, if you bought into Tesla in 2020, February 14th, you paid $180 a share. Now, this is based on after it's already split, so price has been adjusted. $180. It dropped down to 85, so over a 50%, about a 51% drop. And then sharply in June of 2020, it rose to $200. So you more than 2 times your money in a very short period of time. And then once again, it doubled up in September at $442. Whereas Tesla closed right now, today, May 5th, 2022, Tesla closed at $876. Looking at January 1st, 2022, the first of the year, Tesla's down about 12%. Tesla traded at $1,056, January 1st, 2022. Price target that we have on Tesla is $1,200 in the next 12 months. I think that is a modest price target. I think we could see upwards of $1,400, but let's use $1,200, giving us a 35% upside. So my point is this: if we take a look at history, we look at any of these stocks, you can look at your favorite stocks. Had a member of the group today ask about Ford and ask about Disney. Do the same thing. Look at where they were February 14th, 2020. Look at what happened to them in March of 2020. Where are they now? Run the same projection. All of these companies are solid companies. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not broken companies, just broken stocks. And we believe that our money trees, the Great 8, will continue to thrive for the long term. If you're looking to make money in the short term, it's going to be choppy. It took from February 14th to March 20th for the market to bottom out. So we're looking at about a month and a week. And I personally believe that we still have a little more downside in the market. I think we're about 75% of the way through it, which would give us about another 10 days. Could be 10 business days, maybe a week and a half of trading. But it's almost impossible to time the market. We want to be in the market when we see that jump because these stocks do move very quickly, very, very quickly. Here's how quick they move in 2 years. If we go back and we look at where they are, the price target that we have on them now versus where they were in February 14th, we're looking at a 2x from Microsoft. We're looking at a 3x out of Apple. We're looking for Facebook to be up 30%. We're looking for Nvidia to give us a 3.5x from where it was February 14th, and looking for Berkshire to go up about 80%. Amazon 25%, Google a 1.3x, and if Tesla continues to do what it does from $180 to $1,400, we're looking at about a 9x based off of where it was February 14th, 2020. So we know we've had the big drop. When will it end? I can't answer that question. Anyone that can, they're not telling you the truth. But there's extreme value in these growth stocks, in my opinion. So extreme that I'll come online and I'll tell you these are the great 8. These are the 8 that I am the most have the highest conviction on. This is where the retirement money comes in. This is where the generational growth is made. The only way to truly create generational wealth, in my opinion, is to be in and buy in at the lows of the market. So when the market bounces up, we see these huge returns. Super happy that you made it this far in the video. Hope everyone had a great day. Do not get discouraged by the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt. The future is bright. Zoom out on your favorite stocks. Only invest in companies that you understand, companies that you know. That was the advice that Warren Buffett recently just gave in the Berkshire Hathaway Investor Day. And that way, when they do drop, you're not going to drop the stock. You're going to maybe continue to buy more, dollar cost average in. So when they bounce, you can reap the rewards are there. Appreciate you stopping in, and I do hope to see you on the next video.